Hey everybody! It's Robbie 06261095 here for more Metroid Prime Remastered. In the last part we were making our way through Magmore Caverns by way of Talon Overworld after exploring and getting some items. This part we're going to continue our way on through Phendrana Drifts in order to make our way over to the gravity chamber where we had some gravitational anomalies recorded. So we're going to want to go ahead and check that out and see what we have got going on. Now that we have the combination of the spider ball and the ice beam, as you can see on that white door up there, we can make our way up here, and that'll bring us through here. You can see, oh, there's an energy tank sticking behind this ice, but unfortunately we cannot open that at the moment. Also, hear that music? That nice funky beat that we got going? Well, that music can only mean we are approaching the Phendrana's Edge portion. Ah, stupid darn you phone. Quiet, you. The Phendrana's Edge portion of Phendrana Drifts. Look at that nice funky beat. I really love the beat that it adds. It takes the calm, peaceful music of Phendrana Drifts and kind of steps it up a notch. Gives it a little bit of extra oomph to it. It's really fun. Got some more flicker bats hanging out around here. And ice parasites up there. But let's go ahead and just systematically explore some of the doors that we have here. We've got this first door up here, which, as you can see and hear by the music, this just leads back into the Space Pirate Research Facility. As you can see, there are some auto turrets there. We do not want to hang out with them. So you can see that's how that connects. A little bit of a connection room there. We go. Very nice. Something we couldn't previously explore. So we'll just continue our way down this room. I was impressed that I actually just casually walked my way through those flicker bats without actually taking any damage. The way that they warp around, it can be quite easy to intercept their flight pattern. Not sure why I'm being so cautious heading my way down. You can see here there's just a lot of water down below here, which I think we can take a dip in real quick. And there may be a new enemy and a new creature down here. There sure is. It is a gel zap, aquatic predator made of electrically bonded skeletal halves. The gel zap's brain is located in the upper half of its body, while the heart and digestive tract occupy the lower half. Linked only by electrical impulses, the two halves somehow function effectively enough to launch the gel zap to the top of Talon 4's aquatic food chain. So, pretty easy to take out. Go ahead and just charge your, get your charge beam going. Approach. And as soon as they open, you can pop it. They do not take any damage unless they are open, so you must wait till they open up, and then you can attack. Anything more fun going on down here? I don't think so. This door up here is a little too high, as you can see with our decrease. There we go. Yeah, the game even tells you progress hindered by liquid environment. With our pathetic jump here that we have, our very heavy power suit, the Various suit, does not move very well underwater. Water is a hindrance to Samus. It has been such in very much all the Metroid games. So I think we need to find our way to that upper wave beam door. We can take a look and see where that's at relative to the room. Okay, that's just up there. So it should just be a matter of actually jumping over here. Follow the light source and then make your way across. Simple as that. That piano beat in the song is so good. Just listen to that. It's so good. The music in this game is just so great. Hey, Ice Beetle, how you doing? You guys hanging out? Oh, you guys are retreating. There we go. Let's see. Oh, just regular scarabs. Not ice scarabs or anything special like that. Now, if I remember, this wall. This wall looks a little breakable, but I don't know that we have the capability to break it yet. You know what, let's just use some super missiles and see if it'll break. No, it does not. Okay. You jerk. You'd pop up, hurt me, and then retreat. How dare you? Actually, if we get close to it, maybe we can hear the... Don't hear any noise coming from behind it, so maybe that's just a wall and not actually something we can break. Anyway, welcome to this room. We got this cool guy here flying around. New creature. It's a glider. Docile, airborne creatures with unusual magnetic properties. Gliders live a relatively peaceful existence. They have a magnetic signature attuned to common grapple beam technology. The sport of glider riding involves using a grapple beam to attach to a glider, then staying on it as long as possible. That sounds like fun. Ah, another crew creature. This guy looks very Metroid-like, given his appearance on the left there with the 3 nuclei. Well, yes, this is a Hunter Metroid. Adolescent Metroid. Energy siphon tentacles increase its threat level. As Metroids develop, they become more efficient predators. Energy-draining tentacles allow them to attack at a distance. Quick to anger, a Hunter Metroid will charge troublesome prey and attempt to ram them into submission. Cold-based attacks are still quite effective against these creatures. Yes, like all Metroids. Ooh, 75% of scans already. Wow. Yes, like all Metroids, they are weak to cold. So, as you can see, there's his attack to try and draw us in, but while he's doing that, he is stationary, and we can just go ahead and ice him to death. Ice and then missile. Got some more stalactites hanging onto the ceiling. Remember to scan those if you haven't already, which I'm pretty sure I have, so I do not need to worry about that. This is a kind of a decent-sized room in here. See, we're just a little zoomed out. Let me zoom in a little bit there. There we are. Whoop, and I fell down. See, there's a missile underneath the ice there. Can't do anything about that at the moment. We will sooner rather than later, though. Hear that guy's making some noises up there. Glider's kind of a cool guy. It's kind of fun just to watch him maneuver around up there. Look at him just whoop whoop, sliding around, moving around, all that good stuff. Traversing the planet, the air. There we go. That stalactite that we dropped down can allow us to reach this particular area. Yep, sure enough, there we go. Stalactite confirmed. I have already scanned it. Hey, look, it's a save station. That's all this room is existing for. Still good room to be able to occupy. Get your health back in case something along the way, in case the Hunter Metroid caught you off guard. And you can also read some of what the pirates are up to. All Metroids destined for phase-on ranges in the mines must pass inspection. Like inspecting livestock, eh? Temperature-affiliated behavioral index for Metroids is available at all research terminals. Access code LIF-22. Interesting. Wonder what sort of ERP system they use to store all of their data. Some sort of proprietary system, perhaps. Let's see. There we go. I think, if I remember correctly, that particular stalactite in the game was one that caused a little bit of trouble. Its hitbox was a little bit tricky to get to. It was either that or another one in another room, but there's definitely one that I remember in Phendrana's Edge that definitely took a little bit of finesse to try and bring it down. You had to get just the right angle in order to shoot it down. Rolling through the Morphball Tunnel. This room is called the Upper Edge Tunnel. Fun fact there. It's always cool to see all the different names. Yeah, we got some flying pirates having a good time. Let's see if we can get an ice shot off on them. There you go. You're done. Haha! You made the mistake of coming very close, which makes my ice very effective. Because you cannot dodge when you are that close, because the shot... Even though the shot moves very slowly, if you are very close, that reduces the time, of course, that it needs to travel, and thus it will do you in much easier. This room only has a lower exit in it, but it's got all these platforms up here at the top, and a glider as well. I don't think we could do anything at the moment. Yeah, because you can see here there are several grapple beam points in order to access higher up. Which we currently do not have the grapple beam, so we will just go ahead and drop our way down. Here's another aqua gel zap. Let's see if we can get him to open up for us. Hello, sir. Ow, you jerk. Oh, also you can just freeze them. You don't even have to wait for them to open up. Actually, maybe you do. Maybe... Wow, these guys are very specific. Is it just the charge beam that actually hurts them? No, what is this guy doing? Why is he deflecting so much? That is interesting behavior. What are you doing? If I just walk away and ignore you, you will just, Is he stuck? Like, what are you doing, sir? I think I glitched him, maybe. He, seems to be stuck in that animation. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and move on, because, no need to deal with him. Get some bamboos hanging out under the water here. Just dispatch them as usual, and pop ourselves out of the water. It's amazing how much clearer the game looks when you're out of the water versus whenever you're down in it. Definitely gives it that murky appearance. Makes it hard to see. I think it was one of these two, if I recall correctly, or maybe even that one. It was this room that now that I remember, the Hunter Cave that has the stalactite that causes issues. More flicker bats down there. I think the goal here is to make some platforms in order to get our way across. Or we can just fall in the water, you know. There's that too. You gel zapping around over there? Hello? 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 Wake up. There you go. Wake up so you may die. Thank you, good sir. May I have another? Well, speaking of another, here are you. Whoa, you zapped me, but I killed you in return, so kind of a fair trade there. Oh man, it's so murky. I can't see where I'm going. Can we, no, that's definitely not enough. Where is the way out of here? I think there's there's some steps over here. If you fall in the water, come on over here, and hopefully we can get ourselves out of here. Maybe? Game? I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Get out of that. Get out of the water. Pool's closed. Get out of the water. Alright, let's see if we can hit some more of these guys. There you go. Bring that down. I don't think I can make that jump. I can, however, now use these two. Hey, thanks, Flicker Bats. Very nice. Nice of you to do that. Use those to come over here. And from here... This room can be a little bit tricky to try and navigate. Ouch. So I think... Yeah, we do need to bring that guy down. There we go. Well, and speaking of getting brought down, I got brought down into the water. Boo-hoo. Get back out, Samus. Samus! There you go. Woo! Get right off. Then it's kind of cold after you get wet in here. Of course, Samus is in the various suits, so she probably wouldn't feel that. Probably nice and warm inside the various suit. I wonder what sort of temperature controlling it has. Temperature regulation. Keep that going good. It's got to have some sort of protection because it protects you from the hot areas, so it's got to regulate cooling things down, that's for sure. Alright, we have made it to the gravity chamber, which was our goal all this time that the hint system had guided us to. And we have some new creatures inside of this particular room. It's the Aqua Reaper, powerful aquatic tentacle, part of a submerged organism. Similar in nature to the surface-based Reaper Vine, the Aqua Reaper has adapted to a liquid environment. It shares the poor vision of its rock-dwelling cousin, relying on a crude sonar sense to seek prey. Unhindered by water, the Aqua Reaper has considerable speed and strength. You can see this is what they look like under the effects of the thermal visor. And I don't think we have the capability of dispatching them. Oh, actually, it's like just if we freeze them, then they causes them to retreat, and then they come back later. They're much like the, just like the scan said, they're like the the above ground version of the Reaper Vines. You'll just swish around, and you can tap them to make them retreat. Of course, that gel zap in the middle will definitely draw you into them, so want to be weary of that. Sometimes dealing with the platforming under here can be a little tricky. If you jump too close to it, there's kind of like a lip on the top of it that'll end up pushing you back. What is? There's another icon back in there. Does that show up under the effects of... Oh, I see it. Yeah, okay, yeah. I believe that is where we are heading, actually. The Reaper. Pop you. And here we are. Look, it's another one of the symbols. The Metroid S symbol here. What are we going to pick up? Here we are. Finally, it's... if I can get to it. There we go. There's a nice jump. Here we go. Water shall be a problem no longer. Here's the suit animation. Samus closes her eyes. And suddenly the suit is now all purple, red, and gold. Veterans of the series will now know we have the gravity suit. That purple, red suit. Movement in liquid environments is no longer hindered. Also, we have gotten 50% of all items now. Also, look. Now, underwater, everything is very clear. We've got our normal height jump. We can move around at normal speed. Very good. Glad to have that particular suit make us move much nicer underneath the water. We can definitely explore and hop up to areas that we were once unable to get to. It also means we can now hop back up out of here. And getting in and out of the water is no longer a problem. Considering whenever you would fall into the, try to hop out of the water, you'd have your, first jump hindered by the water, and then your second jump would not be hindered by the water. So yeah, that's that. Alright. Now that we have the gravity suit, there are a couple items that we have the ability to pick up. There's a sentry drone hanging out up here. I wonder if we can catch him off guard. Oh, you sir do not get frozen. That's okay. We can always just stun lock him with the wave beam. That does him in very nicely. There's the chamber access. This will get us going back to the room we were in once before. Well, these pirates are still here hanging out. If you would stop moving around. Yeah, that can be kind of a little bit of a downside to trying to use the ice beam method, is the fact that they are quite agile creatures. They will fly away from you. And they will definitely get you going there. Here's the bottom path from the Hunter Cave access that we could not traverse through before. And what's in here? Just another gel zap? Just some more gel zaps. Now that we can see underwater, it is much easier to be able to take those guys out. There's a third one. Oh, that one gets to live. He actually decided to block at the right moment, and he will get to live to tell another tale, to carry on his genes and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, look at this area now. Got all this going on. This guy is hanging out in the middle. Got all these little fishy friends floating around. Fun times had there. Well, speaking of fun times, there's some space pirates. There you go. I'll just decide to take you out with the... oh, hey, Jelzap. How you doing? Use the wave beam. It's good to vary up your attack strategy sometimes. Not good to just rely on one particular attack all the time. Alright, pirate, where are you? Ouch, I can feel you. Especially since the charge wave beam hones in so nicely like that. Hello. Just gotta watch out for that dive bomb. You dropped a whole 100 energy, so I am back full again. Nice. I guess we can hop on back out of here. You just gotta head out the long way. We gotta do some platforming, you know. Back on around. Don't want to go that way because that just leads to this roundabout dead end, except for the top, which. Oh yeah, there's Phendrana's edge there. That's the this particular room that kind of area is named after, where this cool funky beat comes from. Now, this spot can be a little tricky. You got to turn around and almost double back on yourself there. And this is not the way out. This is actually just the room that leads back into the research lab. So don't get fooled by that. Gotta continue making our way up. Even got a little spot here to morph ball through with the fun ice. Hello? Fun ice? Thank you. Fun ice. So much fun. Ice is hilarious, except when you slip and fall and then crack your head. That's no fun at all. I didn't crack my head once, but when I slipped and fell, I skinned the heck out of my hand because I kind of broke my fall with my hands. And I was kind of running at the time, so I slid for a good distance. So that was no fun. Anyway, now that we're back at the Magmar Cavern South elevator, I think I'm going to actually leave things off here. And the next part, we will go back to Chozo Ruins real quick. There are a couple items that we can clean up there. And then we shall explore some more areas that the gravity suit has opened up for us. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have yourself a wonderful rest of your day.